Hey, what's going on, guys? George here today with I'm actually on Call of Duty World at War. Shame there's a load of hackers. You can see one just flying about here. And strange thing with hackers, I don't get why you would hack, because, I mean, face it, you're terrible. There's no need for hacking. Just learn to get better, and, you will be. I mean, it's just as, it's as simple as that. You can always train to be better, yet ruining the game by just hacking it isn't, right. You shouldn't do that. It ruins the game for more people than you are helping. You're only helping one person, and yet you're kind of stopping, enjoyment for 11 to 17 people. It's not needed for that. Anyways, I thought today I'd talk about more of the advanced warfare stuff that's been going on. Loads of things have been confirmed. And I want to talk something, that I'm hoping they'll do, rather than what they've actually confirmed that they are doing. So, to start off with, they confirmed the year for the next Call of Duty. It's the year 2054, and this can mean quite a few things. It means that they can really, branch out from anything that has happened, as well as kind of tying in stuff. So, they might, for some reason, tie in MW3 a little bit by, mentioning it a little bit in the campaign. But what I think they're mainly going to be doing with the whole 2054 thing is just branching out to a whole new type of position, whereby they can just create so many new weapons we've never seen before. I mean, the game developers been saying that there's going to be these energy weapon type things. We don't know how this is going to work, if anything. They'll be kind of like turrets, like there was in some of the Modern Warfare maps. There'd be like a 50 cal turret type thing, which you can just control. It's normally really, really fast and really powerful, but this is, by the looks of things, this is going to be really, really powerful, and you can't really control it that well. That, or something a bit similar. This is a thing from Battlefield, where basically there are weapons on the ground in certain locations. They normally crop up in the same area, and basically they're really, really powerful. You can't use scavenger or anything on them. You can't get extra ammo. You've only got the ammo you've been given, and you've got to try and, kill people with it, see how many kills you get. And there's no reason why you shouldn't die in a firefight, 1 versus 1. You're both shooting at each other. You should be able to win, unless you are completely and utterly terrible. But, if anything, I'm hoping they'll do the kind of Battlefield thing, where there's guns on the ground which you can pick up and then take around with you, because otherwise not many people are going to be using these turret type things in later on, because people are just going to get bored. They're going to be easily sniped or something. And that's another thing. I hope the snipers aren't OP. I'm hoping that they're kind of to get a kill, you have to either get a headshot or hope that they've had a little bit of damage taken off them from them falling or from somebody else shooting them. Only something 1 point off, because the characters in Call of Duty have 100 health. It's just a round number, make it easier. And if they make it so that the bullet from a sniper, no matter what, range, always does 99 damage or something, then I would happily be fine with it. There are going to be annoying things in this game. What do you expect? It's going to be well into the future. Tech's going to be annoying, as you would kind of expect. In Black Ops 2 you had the target finders, and there's a hacker. But I'm hoping there won't be as many hackers. I mean, we're mainly going to be on next gen, so there's no reason why there should be hackers. Surely the technology that the new consoles have, and the networks, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, they should be all up to scratch and should be able to, stop hackers. The only reason why they shouldn't be able to is something silly like, you know, the game being so broken and the developers not actually being bothered with the game, you know, protecting the game, that, you know, the networks, you know, Xbox Live and stuff, can't be bothered to do anything about it because they haven't been told, because, you know, the game developers, you know, Sledgehammer, can't be bothered. So they should be bothered about snipers. They should try and hit them offline, because that will do what Titanfall have been doing and put them in their own, like, separate lobby. When I found that out, I was laughing because it's hacker versus hacker. Who's got the best hacks? And I just thought it would just be a shit show. I mean, seriously, so many hackers. Basically, flying will be Halo. Jesus. But one of the things I want them to do is kind of the reason why I'm playing War on World at War. I mean, I was watching Whiteboy 7 Street Player and I thought I had to go back online to it, because it is a game mode that's only been in World at War and I think COD 3 as well. And what I really want them to do with the new game, since they've had so long to, you know, develop this game, one of the things I want them to do is just have one of their own game modes. I mean, it's probably going to be hard for them. They're probably trying to follow the suit in terms of, like, game modes. They're probably just going to be using, you know, standard team deathmatch, domination, ground war, kill confirm, search and destroy. Hopefully they'll do capture the flag instead of blitz, because blitz, no, there's no strategy to it. When capture the flag, there's so much more strategy, I would say. I definitely felt like there's so many more roles when playing capture the flag than there is when playing something like, you know, blitz, because it's just running straight into the portal. You don't have to get to the other team and get back. It kind of makes it, the blitz games are so much more easier to play. I mean, yeah, they are customized towards the Call of Duty Ghost with the whole sliding type thing, but that's no, you know, you can still slide a flag in the same way you can dolphin dive a flag. You know, what I really want, you know, the games to do with, you know, Sledgehammer to do with the games is really just create, you know, their own game mode. I mean, Blitz was terrible, you know, Ghost's own game mode, and, you know, Kill Confirmed was good, and it's carried on throughout the franchise, but I kind of want a game a bit like War, where it was only stayed with, like, the developer's game, you know, because COD 3 and World at War were both created by Treyarch, and sadly they got rid of it, which I don't find, you know, that appealing. I still think it's a good game mode. It's probably one of the only reasons why I'll ever hop back onto World at War if I'm bored or I'm just mad at some of the snipers and stuff on some of the other games. The only reason is because of War, and I'm just hoping that, you know, they create, you know, Sledgehammer create their own game mode. I mean, like, Battlefield create their own game mode with each DLC. With each DLC, there's like a new game mode. In one of the first DLCs, you had this game mode where basically all you were doing was inject and stuff. I found that it was hard for me to play. I'm just terrible with jets, but it was fun. It was new. It was inventive. And then they brought back Capture the Flag in the second DLC, which was kind of like, they bring back all the old guns, all the old maps, all the old everything, and, you know, it's still fun to play. And then in the last game, they kind of created a game mode which was a cross between, like, Domination and one of their game modes called Rush, which is kind of a bit like, it's a bit like Demolition, but it's more of like a progressive version, whereby you take out the objectives, the two objectives with the bomb, and then you move on to another set of objectives. It was kind of a combination of both. It was called Carry Assault. I'm hoping that Sledgehammer create a sort of game like, you know, not exactly like Carry Assault, not exactly like Air Superiority or anything, but something that, you know, is unique to them, whether that be a cross between Search and Destroy, and capture the flag. I mean, I don't know. That might be a thing. Or they created something just completely and utterly, out there. Completely new game mode, not based on anything we've seen before. I mean, Sledgehammer said that this is one of the most ambitious games that, ambitious Call of Duty games that we'll probably ever see. And I've got high hopes for them. I mean, they've had so long to develop, 3+ years. They might have already been developing this during Modern Warfare 2, when Sledgehammer was kind of created to be a Call of Duty developer. And since they've had so long to create this, you kind of hope that they would create a sort of game mode in their free time. If they've kind of polished off this game, they're going to be able to create a sort of game mode. They've had time, in MW3, Infinity Ward's had only 2 years, and they created so many game modes, they didn't create one in the chamber. They created game modes like Infected, All or Nothing, games like that. And I'm hoping that Sledgehammer creates a game that's kind of fun. I know that they've got a kind of co-op type thing that's called Horde mode. We don't know exactly what this is meant to be. Apparently it's meant to be some form of round-based zombies type thing, but we don't know what the enemy is going to be, or if there's going to be any side objectives, a bit like how Extinction, to progress you have to destroy the hives, yet you still got all the aliens coming at you. And they can go so far with Horde mode because since it's a wave-based type thing, there could be a story mode behind it. There could be perks. They might include the exoskeleton suits into that. The exoskeleton things are looking quite overpowered. There's meant to be in the single player hovering, there's meant to be wall climbing, there's meant to be invisibility. I'm hoping not all of them will come across, mainly subtle ones full damage, wall climbing I don't care about. The cloaking, make it so that it's very obvious a bit, a bit like how the Titanfall cloaking system was. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a bit of a longer commentary because it has been War from World of War, and I'll see you on the next video.